to Sticks and Steel Above and Below. Today we are making venison meatballs. We have half ground venison and half medium ground beef. So I have that mixed in the mixer here. I don't like doing it by hand. I think it's gross. I don't like touching it. So I have it in here, and it's a lot easier too to mix up both meats together. So I have that already mixed up. So in the pan we're going to do some onions. So I'm going to put that on medium-high. We're going to saute up some onions. So we have onion, and then we're going to put in some garlic as well. So I already have the onion cut up, and then I'm going to cut up some garlic. So after you cook the onions for a couple of minutes, I'm going to add in some garlic. I'm just going to grate that in. I use about 3 cloves, but you can use however much or little you want. Alright, so let's get some garlic in there. We're going to let this cook up for a couple minutes. But it gets a little dry. And we're going to put in some seasonings as well. So I put in a little bit of rice wine vinegar, it's a tablespoon. You can use apple cider vinegar or red wine vinegar. I just use whatever I have. So you get that in the pan. And then we're going to put in a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. Mix that in. 1 teaspoon of salt. And half a teaspoon of pepper. Okay, so once that's cooked up how you want it, onions are kind of transparent, it's been cooking for a couple minutes. So we'll just shut the stove off, and then we're going to put it in with our meat mixture. Okay, and then we're going to put in 1 egg. And then we need a 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs or whatever. I'm just using up this panko that we have left. So a 1/4 cup of that. And then mix it all up. And we're going to preheat the oven to 375. Alright, so while the oven is preheating, going to start making the meatballs. Actually, I can take this off of here. So I just use my tablespoon, my measuring spoon, and I just kind of try and keep the same amount for each piece. So just form it into a ball and then place it on the cookie sheet. Put the same amount, roll it up, and just keep going until you have however many you want to make. Alright, so once we have all of our meatballs laid out, well, this is the first batch, so they don't all fit. And our oven has preheated to 375. We're going to put them in for about 20 minutes. So now for our sauce, while the meatballs are still cooking, I'm going to put the sauce together. So we have 1 cup of ketchup. Now we like it super saucy, so you can either half this, or if you want more sauce, add more. Double this. So cup of ketchup, 3/4 cup of honey. Maybe I need a bigger, should have got a bigger bowl. One-third cup of brown sugar. And 1/4 cup of soy sauce. And then depending on how garlicky you like it, or how much garlic you put in the meatballs, you can add some garlic to this too to make it honey garlic. I put quite a bit in the meatball, so I'm not going to put a whole lot in here. And then just kind of mix it up a little bit. I should have used a bigger bowl. And then when the meatballs are ready, I'm going to put them in a pot. Now normally when we have more time, I do them in the crock pot. So I put them in same steps. I just put in the crock pot on low for about 3 to 4 hours, but we are at almost 6 o'clock, so we don't really have the time to make supper. So I'm just going to do it a fast way in the pot. Alright, so just took the meatballs out. They are at 165-degree internal temperature, Fahrenheit. So we're going to put them in the pot. And so we've actually decided only to do half of the meatballs. And we're going to save the other half. So it's going to be extra saucy, but we're going to put them all in the pot. Alright, and then we're going to pour our sauce in. So that's kind of actually pretty perfect amount for about half of the meatballs we decided to do. So if you like it really saucy, you'll want to double that. Or if you don't like it super saucy, then, and you're doing the whole amount, then just use this much. So the meatballs are already fully cooked through. So I'm just going to let them kind of simmer and thicken up the sauce a little bit. It doesn't need a whole lot of time to cook. So I've let the meatballs simmer for about 10-15 minutes. It gets gets the sauce nice and thick and warms everything up. So now that's it. You're done. You want it on top of your rice?
Yeah.
So, here we go. Honey garlic, venison meatballs. Put it on the rice. Looks good. So I'll put the full recipe instructions and ingredients in the description so you can go check it out.